the LATAM region of the world is a very interesting one for technology. And I'm talking today to Gigi. Gigi, you're from the region's FTTH Council, but let's start off by asking you in FTTH Council terms, what is the LATAM region?
Oh, Brian, thank you for that lovely question. I love to explain what LATAM is. LATAM is the conjunction of two words, Latin America. And it's the concert of the nations that are Latin origin based in American continent. So it embodies Mexico, Central America, Spanish and Portuguese speaking Caribbean countries, and South America. That is LATAM.
Oh, that's really interesting. Thank you for explaining that to us.
Oh, my pleasure.
So now we've defined where it is. Tell us about how FTTH is getting on and being deployed across the region.
FTTH had an original section of efforts going into trials at the end of 2010. The first countries that were serious about trials in that period were Chile, Uruguay, right, and Mexico to an extent. Then it got serious starting in 2011 when massive Telmex and Telefónica in Chile and Telefónica in Brazil and Antel in Uruguay started actually deploying the first commercial operations on FTTH. So that's how it got started. Today, if you want to know, how we're doing today, boy, we are so proud because we have passed the barrier of 10 million home passed, which was, we ended in 15 million home passed, and at the end of 2014, we had close to 3 million subscribers. So although the penetration rate may seem, or the take rate may seem low, it's the early stages of a technology that is coming definitely to Latin America. To finalize this concept of where we are at, we were following until last year only 8 countries deploying FTTH. Now we are following 17 countries of a total of 25 in the region. So we expect that all 25 will be active in FTTH deployment within the next 3 to 5 years. And then LATAM is it.
That's amazing. Now, one of those countries I think is a really interesting case, and that's Uruguay.
Oh, close to my heart. I am originally from Argentina, but when I was a kid, I used to spend all my summers with my family in their beautiful beaches in Uruguay. Uruguay is a 3.8 million inhabitant country, sandwiched between Brazil and Argentina, right? We call it the jewel of the River Plate. There, the president, Pepe Mujica, empowered the national carrier, Antel, government-owned and also a monopoly, but empower them to do fiber to the citizen. So, they have reached 500,000 subscribers at the end of last year. In terms of penetration, meaning subscribers versus total households, thanks to Antel Uruguay, LATAM has gotten into the international chart for the first time in history of the ranking done by the Fiber to the Home Council Global Alliance, and Uruguay is within the top 5.
That's fantastic.
It's amazing.
That's great.
That's Uruguay.
That's great. And how about the work of the council? How's that developing?
Oh, kind of busy and very happy with it. I used to be a professor in the past in my early ages of engineering, and one of our main activities is training and certification. Our mission is to promote the adoption of FTTH as a universal broadband bidirectional system for all the citizenship in the region. So our main activity is training the people, certifying them, retraining them, letting them know best practices, and of course we have our conference, like all the councils have, and our next conference, if I may say so, is in Santiago, Chile, just a month away. Are you coming?
I'll try.
Good.
But in the meantime, thank you very much for talking to us.
It was my pleasure. Thank you, Brian.
So now we know what LATAM is, and we know that great things are happening there.